Hey everybody, welcome to Whisper Wednesdays. Today is just a general reading. There's not going to be a topic that I have in mind regarding this reading, so it could be about anything. And this is just going to be for whoever's eyes it falls upon. Oh, okay, we've already got one card. All right, let's see what else the universe has to say. And this is just going to be a short reading today. Okay, so the first card that we have is the Dreamer. And well, it looks like, so we have the Dreamer, we have the Crow, and then we have the Five of Trees. And so it looks like where you're at right now is, it seems like you have a trail of negative thoughts that are really overwhelming you at this moment. And it kind of feels like there's a separation between your dreams and the thoughts that you have. And I find it really interesting that the Crow is in the middle. So for me, the Crow really represents, it could go either way. It can be deep friendship, or it could be people who are out to get you, right? Like the thing with crows is that they remember everything. And so they will hold grudges, but they will also love you indefinitely. And so it seems like there's something that is maybe potentially keeping you from achieving this dream of yours. Not only just your negative way of thinking, but I think that may be attached to a certain person. That's kind of the energy I get from that. So I'm going to clarify this a little bit because I'm very curious to have a little bit more details on this right now. So what is the reader or the okay. Okay, so the Death card. So it seems like there's a relationship that you had in your life, possibly a friendship, a family connection that turned really sour. And I feel like maybe that relationship is keeping you from being able to focus on the dreams that you have. Like the anxiety and the stress from that is really causing a lot of issues on more of just like being a preventative for getting you to achieve your dreams. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. It seems like every time I do a reading, my dog wants to be the center of the attention. He just gets really loud and he likes to bark at everybody and scratch things and, cause a ruckus. Which is interesting that I say all of that because the Composer card fell out as I was talking about that. And I wonder if this person that you were attached to was drowning out your voice, like with their mess. You know how you get those people who are always trying to one-up you, like anytime you tell them something good, then they have to tell you about a time when something better happened for them. Or when they tell you something bad, they have to tell you about a time when something worse happened to them. That's the energy I'm getting from this. And I wonder if, with that Death card, you're setting boundaries with this person in order to achieve this dream of yours, because you need, it seems like this energy here is kind of being like a succubus, like they're kind of draining you of your joy a bit. And you're trying to keep this dreamer in your focus, and it's really hard to do. So, universe, do you have any tips for the viewer on what they need to do regarding this dynamic? Let's see if there's anything left in this deck. go? Ah, okay, the Ace of Lotuses. Ooh, well, you know, for me, the Ace of Lotuses is really about just overflowing with your own positive energy and coming from that space. And so I think, I mean, what it seems like is the universe is telling you, like, you just have to fill up your cup so much that you are overflowing, and it kind of overpowers this dynamic. And it appears that, you know, keeping the boundaries in place with this relationship is probably a smart and a wise decision. Okay, so let's see if there's one final piece for the viewer. What else do you have to say here? Okay. Oh. Twin flames. Okay, so maybe there's a connection here that is more twin flame related. Some of you may really relate to that. I don't think that that's every viewer though, because my initial feeling with this was that it was a family member or a friend. But you know, twin flames can also be our friends as well, you know, and so maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's some sort of balance that you need to get in with this person, and they are unbalanced and you are unbalanced. And then, you know, with the camera, the one that stands out for me is just learning from the past and perception. When it comes to negative situations and we have this mindset of the Five of Trees, you know, where it's just very, very negative. And as you can see, there's like skulls within the clouds, right? They're just overwhelming negative thoughts. Our perception is everything. How we view the world is everything. And so shift your perspective to something more positive. And I think that's why the universe is telling you, hey, you've got to be the one to shift it. It does not matter what your circumstances are. If you are going to stretch out of your comfort zone and be the dreamer, sometimes you have to do that solo. All right, so let's see if there's any final words here before we go. Meeting and talking, this is a coffee cup, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, and building friendship. Okay, yeah, I mean, I feel like this is pretty clear to build new friendships, even outside of this dynamic, because it seems like it's in a really toxic place right now. So, and also the other part that stood out to me was savoring the moment. So it goes back into perception. Living in the present moment and not just staying stuck in the past, moving forward, letting go of old relationship dynamics that don't seem to work. So I hope that helps. Also, hit that subscribe button. And I do want to offer you a journal prompt as well. I feel like the universe really calls me to help people dig a little bit deeper into themselves. Tarot isn't just about our relationships, it's about seeing into ourselves and really growing into the person that we can become. And so I think with this dynamic, the journal prompt that you can either just think about or write about would be, what are my belief systems? What are the belief systems that keep me trapped in this negative spiral, that stop me from being able to change my perspective on this situation? Because ultimately, our perception is everything. And so what is the catalyst between these two? What is stopping you from going from this to this place of light? So thank you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button to check in next Wednesday for the next Wednesday Whisper. Thanks.